It's not my first sip of coffee, it's like my third. This is probably the most important episode that I've recorded to date. And it's not going to be business focused, it's not going to be what I'm doing at work. It is the most important message that I need to share, and right now what's in my heart. The other night, I got a message while putting my kids to bed that unfortunately one of our friends had passed away. It was more the way that our friend had passed away that is affecting me, not just obviously losing him as a friend, but in this group of friends, we have lost two very close friends the same way. I don't even want to say what it is or how it is. You already will figure it out because I don't want to give power to it. The devil is cunning. The devil is real. He wants to steal, he wants to kill, and he wants to destroy those things that you love, the things you stand for, your identity, and most importantly, your life. See, I've learned that the devil's future and what will happen to him. It says it here. It says it in my Bible. And he wants as many souls to suffer with him. Our fight is not with flesh and blood. I say that again. Our fight is not with flesh and blood. The money, the houses, the people you're angry with at work, your family, it's not that. Our fight is with the principalities, the spirits of heaven and earth, the good and evil. There is a spiritual battle that is happening around us all the time. I subscribe to that, I understand that, I believe that. That's why there's so many things that we face in life that we can't actually overcome through worldly solutions. I'll give you an example. I have a friend of mine who I'm currently mentoring, who's been in and out of rehab multiple times, and he wants to go back to this. And again, this rehab center, amazing. I understand they do amazing work. It's a Christian rehab center, but he's going back the third time. And I said to him, I was like, if it's so amazing, and so don't get me wrong, don't get me twisted on what I'm saying, right? I'm going somewhere with this. If it's so amazing, why is it that you're going back a third time? And in this phone call, I told him, yes, you will be able to overcome the worldly addiction that you have. But there is deep-rooted spiritual strongholds that are demonic that need to be broken. They will give you the tools to overcome alcohol and drugs, but you ask yourself, why do I keep coming back to it? Because the spirit that is holding him in there is demonic, and that needs to be broken. The world can only do so much. The word will do the rest. I challenged him and I encouraged him. I said, yes, go back to rehab, but you need to go to church. You need to get prayed for, and you need to get the pastors to break those demonic spirits. If not, unfortunately, it will come back. And I said to him, I go through that every day. There are demonic strongholds that I pray over every single day, over my family, over myself, that I know are deeply rooted in my life. And unfortunately, so many others have the same problem. And the only way through it is through salvation, through God and Jesus. There's no other way without the salvation of Jesus Christ that He offers to uproot these demonic spirits, these strongholds, and create a new covenant with Him. New strongholds, kingdom strongholds, strongholds that will forever get rid of that root and fulfill these desires that we have, these fleshly desires that we have that can't be filled by the world. It can only be filled by the Word. You see, the reason why I'm sharing this video is because this group of friends, we were fortunate to work together. I was the general manager of this company, and I had high influence in this business. And I was very lost at this stage of my life. I was a sinner. I was backsliding. I committed every possible sin that you could judge a person for and look at them and go, what is wrong with you? And not only did I commit those sins, I led other people into those sins. It's funny because God talks and the Bible talks about how He gives us small to see how we steward these small things in our life in order for Him to give us more. And at that point in my life, I had the direct influence of hundreds of people over their lives. Hundreds of people. I'm not kidding, hundreds of people. And each and every one of them, not one of them I led to Christ. I was already saved at 16. This was in my 20s. I knew who God was. I had actually just been recommitted to God, recommitted my faith. And then I fell. And as I fell, I got given this responsibility to govern this business. My ego, those demonic strongholds, those roots, they uprooted them, they blossomed into this evil, sinful life. And it resulted in my marriage being broken. It resulted in my friends dying. It resulted in them being lost. Not one soul did I take to church. And every single morning, I would preach about sales and marketing and money and self-righteousness. It was all selfish. It was the worst version of myself. My ego controlled who I was. My friend that passed away, he was a good friend of mine. We'd spoken only weeks ago. We shared a lot of things that other people didn't. I know he didn't share many of these things with anyone else. And he even told me that in a particular experience that he believed in God. He saw God. I did nothing with that. I truly don't know what happens to his soul or my other friend's soul now that they've passed away, that they haven't met the Lord. But no more. My message is clear. Romans says, if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord, and you believe in your heart that God raises him from the dead, you will be saved. God has changed my life so much, has changed my family's life so much. I have seen firsthand the miracles of God's work in such a way that I have enough to never turn back, but I know the devil's so cunning. The salvation that everyone needs, that everyone seeks in music. You see, we have all desires. We have these desires or this worldly desires. It's so simple. It can only be filled by God. It can only be filled by the Word. We were created to worship Him. We were created to walk with Him. We were created in the image of Him. That means our root of who we are is Him. It ain't the world. I hear people wanting to read books because they just want more knowledge. They're seeking self-help in all these different books. I've been there. But what they actually are seeking is the Word. I hear people listen to music to make themselves feel better, to change their tune, to change the way they feel. But what they're seeking is worship, a spiritual experience with God. People seek their Father, they seek family, they seek community. Man, they're seeking the comfort that the Word gives and that God gives. The only way through salvation is through Jesus Christ, is to believe in Him, is to declare that He is Lord Almighty. And I promise you, life won't get any easier. But I promise you, it will make more sense. I promise you that when you are alone, in your darkest hours, when there's no one else near you and you don't know what to do, that prayer, to seek Him, comforts you. I've been there. I've been alone. I've been worried with no one around me. How am I going to get out of this? And I pray to God. And immediately I know this comfort. There is a sense of peace knowing that there is a creator in heaven that looks after you, that loves you, that wants the best for you, that knows every single hair and amount in your body. I know I have no hair, but maybe he knows all my eyebrows. But he understands you, for he knitted you in your mother's womb. And all he wants is to seek a relationship with you, an authentic relationship with you, one that you seek him above all else, above every desire of this world. And do you know what he promises? Everlasting life, everlasting peace, everlasting love. He is magnificent, he is wonderful, he is gracious. I wish and I pray that I change. Change in a way that my friends that have passed away, had they known God, in a way that I know him and I could have shared it with them, that they could have held on to him in those moments that they felt so alone, where the devil was just devouring them, that the light of God could overcome them. Our fight's not with mental health. There's no pills that you can take. I'm sorry, there isn't. It doesn't work. We know this. The only answer to every single tribulation and challenge you are facing in your life, every single one, whether it's money, whether it's relationship, whether it's comfort or peace, anxiety, pain, sickness, worry, disease, everything. The only answer is God. The only answer is Jesus. An innocent man thousands of years ago died on the cross for us. He did nothing wrong. But he knew he had to die on the cross so that our sins would be forgiven, so that we would have everlasting life, that a new covenant would be made. Imagine God became man to feel our pain, to feel our sorrow, to understand us even more. That's how much he loved us. And through that death and through that resurrection, the promise was made. If you believe in your heart that Jesus is Lord, declare with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. I pray that you find God. I pray that you seek him. I pray that you understand that you are loved, that there is a Father in heaven that loves you, that cares about you, that wants the best for you. He will never leave you. He's there. We just have to meet him. Turn away from the lies of the devil. He is a liar. He is a liar. Turn away from his lies. Jesus loves you.
Well, a big congratulations for the hat trick. Number 3, well done. No better man for the task and no better woman than Holly to take this task on. So well done. That's going to be a very busy household. It's so inspiring to see the path you're on, man, and you've come such a long way without sounding patronizing, but it's just awesome to see the leaps and bounds that you've made, and I'm so glad to hear that you're in good nick and the family's well and you're happy. It's just really nice. You deserve it. You've worked so hard.